Everyone, Chuck here with Frank Bacon Machinery, here to show you some full section tube and pipe ASTM E8 tests. We have a lot of customers doing this. There's a couple different ways that test can occur. So with larger size tube or pipe, you're actually going to cut a dog bone sample out of this, but there are ways in which you can test the full sample if you have the appropriate setup. So this is going to be a pipe sample that we're testing today. There are differences between tube and pipe. This is pipe. This is something that's going to be moving a gas or a liquid. So we're going to take the geometry of the inside diameter and the thickness, the wall thickness on the pipe. That's already been input into our MTest Genius software here. So for this test, we're going to be tracking, you'll see manual elongation, max load, max stress, and yield. And so for our elongation measurement on this sample, we don't have an 8-inch extensometer right now, so we're going to do manual using a gauge punch. You've already stamped this. We're going to measure out the indents and input that into the software. I'm sure you can see them in the video. And from there on out, we can input plugs into this sample so that our grips are not actually crushing the ends of the sample. So we're inputting plugs into this tube to keep the ends from getting crushed. If you crush the ends of the sample is obviously going to break where the grip is making contact and crushing. So this will hopefully allow us to get a good break within our gauge length here. So on our new machines here at Frank Bacon, we've got some hydraulic gripping options. It's going to make this a lot easier. You're going to have your plugs sliding around here, so I'm able to drive this crosshead down a little bit. Get my sample into our grips. The clamp on the top. That sample is now secured. Drive our crosshead up a little bit. Zero our load and position out. This is going to be true load that this lower grip is now going to put on here. That's clamped. We're going to put a extensometer on here for yield data. Again, we don't have one that's quite long enough for elongation, but we can do that manually anyways. Pull our pin and zero out. Axial strain. We are good to run a test. So it's going to have me remove my extensometer now. We've reached a yield point. Now I can take this sample to failure.